Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all? This is the Amoe Show. How you guys doing tonight? Tonight is a really good show tonight. We're gonna be, tonight, basically the show is going to be about it's going to be dedicated to Doug Banks. I couldn't do my show live tonight because of technical difficulties, but, basically, my show is going to be dedicated to Doug Banks, and I'm going to be playing some songs about loss. But at the same time, we always got a good topic. Thank y'all guys so much for listening in to the Amoe Show. Yet again, round of applause for you guys. Thank y'all, and I want to let y'all know the reason why I'm doing this. The reason why I am dedicating this show to Doug Banks is because I listened to him ever since 2002, since I was in college, and he's been a real inspiration to what I'm doing right now. I listened to him, he has a lot of good positive things to say on the radio, and I try to keep it like that too, try to keep it positive. So I want to say you guys, thank y'all for listening to the Amoe Show. And this is for Doug Banks. Thank y'all so much for listening in. I appreciate it. It's not live tonight, but you will hear the recording, okay, you guys? This first song goes out to everybody listening in. It goes out to Doug Banks and everybody. This is Lauren Hill, the Miseducation of Lauren Hill, right here on the Amoe Show.
My world, it moves so fast today. The past, it seems so far away. And life squeezes so tight that I can't breathe. And every time I've tried to be what someone else thought of me, so caught up I was unable to achieve. But deep in my heart, the answer, it wasn't me. And I made up my mind to define my own destiny. Where the fire went, what happened to everything we used to be? I hear so many cry for help, searching outside of themselves. Now I know that His strength is within me, and deep in my heart, wasn't me. And I made up my mind to define my own destiny. wasn't me. And I made up my mind to define my own destiny.
Alright, you guys, that was Lauryn Hill with the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I want to thank y'all guys once again for checking in with me on the Amoe Show. Thank y'all so much. And this show is dedicated to Doug Banks, who died tragically today. He was a big influence on what I'm doing right now. And I started doing this podcast in order because I wanted to get a message out there. I wanted to reach people and really see, get to the people's hearts and stuff like that. And when I come home from work, it used, when I was younger, I used to listen to Doug Banks in the morning. He used to have a morning show with Dee Dee and what was that guy's name? The one that Dee Dee used to get into with all the time, Cocoa Butter. Yeah. And I used to listen to that show all the time, and I used to, man, that's pretty cool. I love the Doug Banks show. And the fact that he has, passed today was very, very upsetting to me because, like I said, he was a muse to me. He was an influence, a big inspiration to me and what I do on the Spreaker, on this podcast, because when I hear people like that, he started off as a high school, in his high school radio show. I never had a high school radio show, but, I always wanted to do something like this, broadcasting or being out there and getting a message out there and being able to, say something positive that makes people's lives better. And this right here is one of the most positive things I've ever done, and I can thank people like Doug Banks for that, because there are not a lot of people who are out there saying a lot of positive things on the radio. You hear a lot of disc jockeys or a lot of people. I heard this one lady on my local radio station call herself the Diva. I really despise listening to her. She never talks about anything positive. She always talking about people. And she's always talking about these stupid reality shows. And I really hate that. And I'm glad Doug Banks never really got into stuff like that. He actually said something positive and did something positive and sent a message out there to people. I mean, his show was entertaining. And he had to say, a lot of entertaining things, sometimes he said, silly things and stuff like that. Like, I forgot that skit he used to have about being Big Doug or something like that. And I thought it was so funny. Sometimes in life, you have those people like that are inspiration to what you do. They always have something special they want to, something special that they want to do. And they get out there and they do it, and they unintentionally inspire people to do the same thing. And I want to send this out to Doug Banks, to his friends, his family. I want to say thank you, Doug, R.I.P., rest in peace, because you inspired me to do what I do. And thank you so much. I appreciate everything that you have done for the radio industry and just broadcasting in general. And just thank you. And I want to thank everybody for listening to the Amoe Show tonight. We're not live tonight, but I will be sending links to Facebook. I will be sending links to any text messages. You want to hear it on my email, hit me up on the email. It should be posted. But you guys, thank y'all for listening in to the Amoe Show. You guys are awesome. I'm going to go ahead and hit y'all with some Master P, I Miss My Homies, right here on the Amoe Show. We'll be back.
I want y'all to play this at funerals in the hood. Tell all this black on black crime stuff. Some say the blind lead the blind, but in the ghetto, you never know when it's gonna be your time.
Sitting in the ghetto thinking about all my homies passed away. Candy painted Cadillac from triple gold. That's how me and my boys roll. How could it be? Somebody took my boy from me. My best friend's gone, and I'm so all alone. And I really miss my homies. Even though you're gone away, I know you're in a better place, and I hope to see you soon someday. I used to hang with my boy, even slang with my boy. I used to bang with my boy. Goddamn, I miss my boy. We started like youngsters in the park, throwing bird in the hearse. Damn, it's sad to see my nigga in the dirt. The game got me working, I be perking, never jerking, still blowing doja for you, cause I know you up there working. Your little baby's cool and your baby mama straight, but today's a sad day to see your t-shirts with your face. From the cradle to the grave, from the streets we used to fall in the parks. You like the ball, put your name up on the wall. The projects use a legend on the street, was a star. But it's sad to see my homeboy riding in that black car. A lot of soldiers done died, a lot of mothers done cried. You done took your piece of the pie, you was too young and retired. Why soldiers ride for your name, leave it in vain. Some G's never change, damn they killed you for some change. Smile for my homie Kevin Miller, my boy ran with every ghetto person that lost their loved ones to these ghetto scandals. Smile for the days, smile for the days. My homies at the Machiavelli, Biggest Small. Somebody took my boy from me.
It's like I can't really believe you gone, dog. Sometimes I feel like I can't even go on. And every time I see something that you done left, it just reminds me more and more of you, dog. I just keep reminiscing, cause I know you all love me. And I keep smiling, knowing that I'ma see you in the crossroads one day.
We used to grip on the grain and flipping candy toys, but I give up all that bullshit if I could get back my boy. Off in the club, smoking weed till 3, hollering at the hole, spending $4,000 on me on gators and clothes. When I turned to rap, he had to chase the game. Nigga told me, see, leave that dope, cause rapping is your thing. I ain't gon' even lie, some nights I ride and cry, wondering why the real niggas always the ones to die. So I just smoke my weed and try to clear my mind. I wish that I had the power to turn back the hands of time. I wonder if there's a heaven up there for real G's, for all the niggas in the game that be selling keys. I keep my memories, try to keep my head strong, but baby it's hard to be strong when your main homie gone.
Even though you're gone, you ain't gonna never be forgotten. Cause long as I'm here, you gonna live through me and all other true players.
Miss my homie, even though they're gone away. I know you're in a better place, and I hope to see you soon someday.
I'm just sitting here, days thinking about all the times we had. Thinking about the past, some was good and some was bad. Remember Dante? It was a group of us, just a group of 5. Now 3 dead, 1 in jail, and seem right now I'm the only one alive. To all my soldiers before me, may y'all rest in peace. When he took my soul, just the body. See at the crossroad, and God decided to the rest of me. Wishing I could rewind time like demos. Man, you get the girls, write numbers down like memos. Making dollar bets, making our money stretch like limos. Even though I smile, but it's sad. But they say gangsters can't cry. But if I close my eyes, visualize me together, and I suddenly wanna smile and see you laid down when it was your time was up. You never seen your child, but he here to remind us. And even though you was wrong, I never could believe that was true. You was with me forever. You can check my rest in peace tattoos. See, me and PNC forever gonna be riding and thugging. Rest in peace to all the ones that make it, and rest in peace to my brother. We gon' miss you.
I love you, fool. Every time I get on my knees, I pray for you. I'm glad you're in a better place. Ain't no more killing.
Yo, that was Master P and No Limit Family with I Miss My Homies right here on the Amoe Show. Thank you guys once again for checking in with me. Thank y'all so much. And like I said, this show is dedicated to Doug Banks today, who passed away today at the age of 57, I think. Yeah, 57 years old, which is young. Very young. I mean, I think that's very tragic, man. I listen to Doug Banks. Like I said, I've been listening to him since 2002. Since I was in college. Since I was like 18, 19 years old, I've been listening to Doug Banks. And I used to listen to him on the morning show. And I think, like I said, I really enjoyed listening to him. I used to start my day with him. And, recently I used to end my day with him. When I get off of work, the first thing I do is turn to 101.3 and listen to the Doug Banks Show. And that's what I used to do. That's what I'm still continue to do it. I mean, it's still the Doug Banks Show, so. But just Doug is not going to be there. And I think that's really, really, really sad, It's really sad. I really like listening to him. I've been listening to him for years. I mean, years and years. And I really don't know what he died from. I really don't. I'm gonna have to really research it for y'all. But I don't know what happened exactly. But cause it was like I was listening to him just the other day. I don't know, but you know how sometimes things happen. That's life. Death is a part of life. If you look at it, sometimes things happen, and sometimes your number gets called. That's all it is, But he had a great career, and he inspired a lot of people. I know he inspired me to do this show. He was one of the inspirations for this show. I listen to a lot of people on the radio. I listen to Steve Harvey in the morning. Now, I listen to Tom Joyner when I can, because I'm usually working when Tom Joyner comes on, but I try to listen to Tom Joyner when I'm not working, So, but I cannot miss an episode of the Doug Banks Show. Cannot miss an episode of the Doug Banks Show. And it's really sad that it had to happen like that. And it's, this show is purely dedicated to him. And thank you. I want to tell him thank you for his work. And thank you for inspiring me to keep doing what I'm doing. I had to go through a lot of stuff. A lot of people, didn't believe in me in this subject, but I want to say thank you. And, okay, I want to hit you guys with another song right quick. This is The Spinners with Sadie right here on the Amoe Show. And we'll come back, and I'll come back with my finishing remarks. And once again, thank you guys, and Thank you, Doug Banks. Rest in peace. All right.
In a world like today, it's a rare occasion to be able to see young mothers like the ones that were around when I grew up. But they live on in memory to quite a few of us. And this song is dedicated to those who cherish that memory. Early one Sunday morning, breakfast was on the table. There was no time to eat. She said to me, boy, hurry to Sunday school, filled with the Lord of glory. We learned the holy story. She'll always have her dreams, despite the things this troubled world can bring. Oh, say, don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? Place no one above you, sweet Sadie. Well, living in the past. Sometimes it seems so funny, no money will turn your life around. Sweeter than cotton candy, stronger than Papa's old brandy. Always that needed smile. Once in a while, she would break down and cry. Sometimes she'd be so happy, being with us and Daddy, standing the worst of times, breaking the binds with just a simple song. Oh, Sadie Mae, don't you know still loving us all in your special way. Well, there's no one above you, sweet Sadie, living in the past. Oh, she's never sinning. In love, she's always winning. Yeah. My. You know we love you, I love you, girl. I just can't forget how you gave me love. Oh, Lord. If there's a heaven up above, I know she's teaching angels how to love. It's a mean world without you. All the love you show. Oh, how could anyone ever doubt to love the world? Ain't it funny that in the end it's not money, it's just the love you gave us all. Why? To the good lead soul. I don't know. And though the people say they love my songs, oh Lord, I'm all alone. I miss her so long. Well, don't you know we love you, I love you, Mama. Place no one above you. Let me just try one more time and say and though we were very poor, she tried to love us that much more. Oh, have you ever met Sadie? No one above the premier of ladies. Oh, sometimes I feel so alone, but I know that I gotta go on. It's what she wanted from me. I know it's gonna be hard sometimes. No one above you, sweet. Oh, Sadie. Lord, although my mama's no longer here, her memory still
Alright, you guys, we are back, and that was the Spinners with Sadie right here on the Amoe Show. And I want to say thank you, you guys. Round of applause for everybody listening to the Amoe Show. Thank y'all so much for listening in to me, and thank y'all for listening in. This is a special show today. This show is dedicated to Doug Banks, who tragically passed today at the age of 57. And like I said, I when I heard about it, I was just thrilled. I didn't know. I thought it was just a joke. I was actually listening to the Doug Banks show when I was driving home, and I heard Dee Dee talking about it, and she was talking about memories with Doug and how, 15 years ago, she said, he told her that she would have a job with him if the other Dee Dee, something happened with other Dee, if something happened with the other Dee Dee, and he kept his promise, he called her up and whatever, he, kept his promise, and 15 years later, she's working on the Doug Banks show, and that was 15 years ago. And, I think that's admirable, that people keep their promises and, when it comes to certain things. And yet again, I wanna thank Doug Banks for being the inspiration that he was, and I wanna thank him for, just giving me this thought in my mind that I could be more than what I was, This show has really given me a light. It's really given me an inspiration, and you have been that inspiration. You were unintentionally my teacher, and I've learned so much, just by listening to you. Some of my style, it comes from you. It comes from Doug Banks, from listening to him on the radio, and I just want to say thank you, and rest in peace. And if the family of Doug Banks is listening, friends or anything, I'm going to post this on his Facebook page and everything else. So if y'all are listening, y'all have my condolences and you have my prayers. And I want to say once again thank you for the inspiration. You always live on in the hearts and minds of your fans and listeners, and you always live on. You will. And I think the name of that show again was Husky Doug. That's it, Husky Doug. Yeah, that looks good. But yeah, thank you once again. And this is the end of the Amoe Show for tonight. I want to say thank you once again, everybody, for listening in. Thank y'all for showing support and love. Over 1,500 listens. Thank y'all. Okay. Like I want to say, I have my closing remarks. I want to say, love each other, love yourself, stay focused on your dreams and admirations. Just keep looking forward, because you never know when your time is up on this earth. And this is actually a very, very good example of such. And I want to say thank you once again, RIP to Doug Banks, and thank you to my fans for listening in to the Amoe Show. This has been a special Amoe Show. Thank y'all guys. Y'all be good. And I will talk to you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Alright, you guys. Holla at your boy. Peace.